Hey everyone, welcome to Webinar Wednesday, and today we're going to go over creating an irresistible free offer and opt-in. So we're going to cover what an opt-in is, how does it help, how can you make them for free, your freemiums, and 3 ways to install your opt-in on your site. So what is an opt-in? Here's an example from Women's Health. When you enter your email, they send you the 21-day bikini body plan. And that also subscribes them to their mailing list, which means they're going to send out daily emails about what's going on with their website. So how does an opt-in help? You're growing your email list. You're providing value to your visitors. You're staying visible. You're being seen as an expert. You're building trust. And you're offering professionalism, whereas hobbyists might not get into presenting a professional appearance with their opt-ins and providing value. So what free ways can you use to make your freemium? Well, let's go with what is a freemium. It's your value that you're giving for free in exchange for their email address. So using the web, you can create one with Canva, like I show right here. If you have a PC, you can use Microsoft Word or even PowerPoint and achieve the same result. If you're on a Mac, you might be using Pages or Keynote. So installing an opt-in. Example, here's one on Yossi Castillo's website. She's in my Web Presence Mastermind group going through the website course, creating her website. This is the one that she created. She just sends them a 1-week menu for her clean eating program and also sends out a newsletter with tips, cooking recipes, and all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, let's go back one slide. Double clicked. So you would be using MailChimp to send out your emails most likely. They do offer a free version, but the one that you would be using to use this specific pop-up, you would need an automation feature, and that costs $10 a month. What is the automation feature? That automatically sends out your freemium to the person giving you their email address. This pop-up requires you to copy and paste code that they generate after you create your form with their point-and-click builder. That would be really good for anyone using site like Blogger, where they can't install a pop-up or use API to integrate it. So just copy and paste the code. You don't even have to mess with it. Just insert it where you need it. The next option I'm going to show you is linking to a form created by MailChimp. You do not need automation for that if you use my plugin that I use. So here's the link directly to it. This one you can do it without a plugin, just by creating a little picture. You can use Canva to create a little square image. It says, register for the mailing list, get your free clean eating meal guide, or something, whatever your freemium is. They click the image, it takes them to this link where it says sign up form URL, and they're going to see this form. Mine says Webinar Wednesday. It's the one that I created for you guys to subscribe to these videos. So they come to a page that looks just like that, enter their name and email, and it sends them your automated mailing list. So you'll need automation for this one, but it doesn't cost anything extra to install on your website. So the free plugin, or not free plugin, that I use is called Bloom, and it's for WordPress. This one requires a purchase from Elegant Themes, or if you're a member in my Web Presence Mastermind or in my web design course, you get my toolbox that I work with, which includes updates for this, so it's always secure. You don't want to have unupdated websites. Make sure you're keeping on top of that. Bloom gives you tons and tons of different options for creating your opt-ins. They give you pop-ups, slide-ins. One is called inline text, which means it's just inserted into your website with your content. You can put it as a widget in your sidebar or in your footer, wherever you want it to go. And it has unlimited options for what it will look like. You can color it, you can put images in there. Here, the screenshot on the screen is just some examples of generic ones that are pre-configured. So this one does require a purchase. Elegant Themes has a couple different tier levels. I think the basic annual one is like $79 or $69, something like that a year. But again, you get it in my membership. You get the whole toolbox, everything that they offer. That was supposed to be the last slide. So I'm going to jump out real quick and show you how to set up some of these in Canva. If you're bad at design, you don't have an eye for design, you can go to designschool.canva.com, and there's so many features, so many articles about how to create your images in Canva, so you can make a really nice looking freemium that looks super professional really fast. So here's Canva. They changed it today, which I was excited about. I was really hoping they would allow us to upload our font, but it's not available yet. They just changed the layout of the website. So here's that poster that I created. I just went to one of the templates and clicked on it. And then it had a layout already designed, this one right here. I clicked on and I inserted my own images from stock photos. And then I put my 4 tips, just some font, nothing fancy. I colored it to match my website, which is very pink. Super easy. And I made sure to put my website address on there. So if they find it on their computer later, they'll remember who it was from and how to find me. And then to download that, you just hit the download button here and save for web. So an alternative way to make your freemium would be right inside Microsoft Word. Type it up. I inserted this little option here in the bottom so that they can find my Facebook group. If you don't have a website set up yet, don't fret. Just put a link to your Facebook group and start collecting people in there and helping them. Keep yourself visible in front of them somehow. If you're not ready to send them to the website, just send them to your group. I don't recommend Facebook pages because they're kind of dead. You have to pay money for people to actually see your posts. When you post to a page, you're only reaching about 2% of your likers, people who have liked your page. Likers, what am I talking about? About 2% of the people who have liked your page. Whereas your personal profile and a group will show up a whole lot more often. So funnel them in your freemium. And if you don't have your website set up, you can still share these by sending them to that link that I said previously in the sign up forms. You just create a general form. And this one's the form builder. Super easy to use. You just point and click to build your form and have people sign up. So the other option for building your presentation or building your freemium is do a PowerPoint presentation. You can convert these to, like you can save as. Let's hit browse. You can save it as a PowerPoint presentation. You can save it as a PDF. Same thing with that Word document, save it as a PDF. And these PowerPoint presentations, you can actually save as a video and upload them to YouTube or upload them to your website. Then if you don't want to pay for automation, the way around that is that Bloom plugin that I use from Elegant Themes. Wrong button. This one. So the Bloom plugin will allow you to do a feature that when they enter their name and email address and hit subscribe, it will unlock the link. It'll display a link in the place of this blue menu for them to download your PDF, or you can hide the video that way. So when they put their email address in, it pops the video in there. And that is how you create your freemiums. Now to install it on your website, I'm going to bring up a website real quick and show you just how easy that part is. Right here. I think this is still up, my test website. This is my ugly test website. I apologize for how hideous it is, but it gives me the back end of WordPress so I can show you tutorials. So to install Bloom with Bloom, you just have this little feature here. Go to opt-in forms. Has some really easy ones. Just create a new opt-in. Now, if you want to do locked content, like I was just talking about, to hide the video or hide the download, if you're not paying for the automation from MailChimp, just choose locked content. I'm using MailChimp. And then let's say we're sending them to the Clean Eating Challenge. Click Design, and you pick your template. Just let them load a minute. Okay, that was pretty quick. Now these are the generic ones, and you can change anything about them. You can change the colors, you can insert the images, everything. Like this one, so let's go to Customize. Okay, I don't know what to write in there. Just put a little message about what it is. You could use some bullet points. You can insert an image here. I'll just leave it blank for now, but if you were to click upload an image in WordPress, it allows you to choose media or upload a file from your computer. So let's use a pre-existing image in here. We'll go with this one that works. So my website is very pink. I'm going to come here and just put my color in here. And there's my hot pink color. Choose the border. Let's go with the dashed one. It's more eye-catching. Or this one. That one's super eye-catching. Bright colors are eye-catching. I like them. So we just want the email field. We don't care about the name field on this one. Change the background to that same pink color. So to find this color code, I use Photoshop. It tells me what the hex value is. You can also look up on websites hex values, HEX values, to find colors. All right, so footer, you can put more text there, success message. And then we're going to hit generate code, short code. And this is what we type into our WordPress post to hide the video or the PDF, whatever file you're putting in there. So if you want to take a look at what it looks like before we publish it, this little eyeball shows you. There it is. That actually looks really cute. I like it. Okay. So we're going to hit save. And then to create that hidden thing, I'll show you real quick on a new page. It's called My New Opt-in. I'm going to use the builder, which is also a also part of the toolbox for the mastermind or website challenge. So let's turn that on, insert a column. We're going to make it full width just because this is the only thing we're inserting. And then I'm going to go with text. Okay, I'm not seeing it. I'm blind. Text on the top. There it is. And then this little opt-in here, insert Bloom opt-in. We want a locked content opt-in. This will only show if you made an opt-in for locked content on the Bloom page from the dashboard. So here's my new opt-in, the one we just made. Your content is going to go right here in between. So let's add media. I'm going to install the PDF that I made. Let's go, where did I put it? Okay, that's the Word file. I didn't save it. Okay, so in Word, I'm going to save this as a PDF. There it is. It's generated as the PDF. It's a one-page one. There it is. Okay, and then I'm going to insert into page. I'm OCD and going to center this just because I have to. And I'm going to hit publish. And then we're going to view the page. We've got the opt-in to join the clean eating group. Now this puts me on my mailing list for that clean eating challenge. I should get the emails daily. Now it looks kind of hard to read. They're going to be like, what is this? But if they click it, it downloads the PDF. You might want to add a string of text. Click here to download your 5 fitness tips for beginners or something like that. So where do I get my ideas for creating these? Typically, I ask in my Facebook group, what are you struggling with this week? A lot of the times it might be breakfast food recipes, and I'll do a PDF that's several pages long of just a couple recipes that I do for breakfast. It might be motivation trouble. I'll do 5 tips to get in the right mindset to do your workouts. Things that I do for myself that get me motivated. I'll also do research on the web. I'll go to Reddit and see what people are saying there about keeping motivated, what they're eating, what kind of recipes they're doing. And I'll share those with my group as well in these little PDFs. So most of the time I just use a Word document, or if I'm on the go on my netbook, I don't have Word installed on that because it runs so slow with so many programs. I'll go to Outlook. Sorry, it's called OneDrive, which is Microsoft's web version of Google Documents. And you can create a Word document there and then save it as a PDF. But on those PDFs, I always make sure of 2 things. My footer has my name, what I do, Beachbody Coach, and my website. Well, this website goes to my marketing website and web design website for helping people do that. But that's one thing I always do is the footer. And then this little box, Usually, if there's not, I'm trying to keep it to one page, I'll just do the Join My Fitness Support Group with a link. If they click it, it takes them right to the Facebook page to join the group. And then in the top, logo. My logo is just my name in fancy text or sloppy text, whatever you want to call that. It looks like my handwriting. That's why I picked it. And then I have the title of the document, and there's the tips. I keep it as simple as possible. Nothing fancy. If it's a couple pages long, this box down here, I'll do an About Me box with a small blurb about who I am, who I help, and what I help them with. And then the link to my Facebook group so they can get the help. And I'll include a picture of myself there as well sometimes. So let's take a look. Here's the Google OneDrive that allows you to create new documents. So you can make a Word document, a PowerPoint presentation. Excel, that was the other one I wanted to go over. I don't have an example on this laptop, but you can create in Excel and save as a PDF as well. I use that for when I am making planners, like meal planners, shopping planners, meal prep guides. I will use that because I can make tables really easily, and those tables can have colored backgrounds. I can color code things. It's really great for making templates for your challengers to fill out when they're doing the 21-day fix because it's all color coded. I wish I had examples of those. I didn't upload them here. Back to the slides. I think I covered everything. Yep, we went over 3 ways. Oh, 3 ways to install the opt-in. So if you're not using WordPress and you're on Blogger and you have to use that code that MailChimp gives you, so we want to do sign up forms. This one's not it. Where's that one with the code? Here's the one that gives code. So we're going to generate code. This is the code. Do not try to edit it. Unless you're a developer, you're not going to understand what it does. So just copy it. We'll come over to Blogger. Let's create a page, or a post as Blogger calls them. I'm a fan of Blogger. It's so easy for non-techie people, but you're limiting yourself. You have to use these cut and paste codes like this. You can't add it there, so I'm going to go to HTML and paste it in that way. If you go back to compose, I don't think it's going to show you the code. Yeah, it doesn't display it, but leave it there. We're going to hit publish. Then we're going to go to view it, open it in a new tab. Okay, not Blogger friendly. I haven't used Blogger in ages. There it is, pop up. So that code does work. It just takes a hot second for it to pop up. And look at that. I just got a notification that was me joining my own mailing list. Excuse me. I think that covers everything. I'm going to hop back into the Google chat and see if you guys have any questions. All right, hop into the Facebook group if you have questions. Again, you can get there by going to the Web Presence Boss group for coaches. Or you can type in facebook.com groups/TBB WordPress, and that takes you to my group. Hope you guys find this helpful, and tune in next Wednesday for the next webinar. You can hop over to this group and tell me what you want to learn next week. Have a good night, everyone.